Hey, welcome to Tim's Workshop, and I want to thank all you subscribers. Hope you all are well and being safe out there. It's early yet. I'm trying to clear my throat here. 7 a.m. December 2nd, out in the cold garage. I gotta come up with a better place with it's not so cold. Anyway, on my videos, I always do this on my lives just to give you updates. On my title of the video, over to the right, you'll see a little triangle. You tap on that triangle, and you'll find the video information plus my PayPal and email address if you would like to donate or email me privately. My email address is the same for my PayPal, by the way. I want to thank all you for subscribing to my channel and commenting. Some of the comments give me ideas for other videos, so keep them coming. Also hit the like button, which helps me get more visibility on my videos. Upcoming videos. Well, part 9 of my Mercury outboard Mark 10 will be coming up not this week, but next Wednesday. I'll be loading that on YouTube. And the motor is on part 9. There's a couple discoveries that I wanted to share. And I also bought a tiller and installed the tiller, so you guys will get to see that. I bought the tiller off of eBay for $20. The guy was wanting like 40 some dollars for it, and so I said, hey, I'll give you 20 for it. And I didn't hear back right away, and all of a sudden one day I looked at my email, and sure enough, he said, yeah, we'll take 20 for it. So I got not only the tiller, which works, it came with other parts too, so kind of a bonus for $20. So I'll be getting some paint soon. I've been going online looking at different paint for the motor. I want to try to keep it original paint, and there's the 3 different colors for the Mark 10 back in 1957-58, and one of them was sunset orange bonnet, the hood, and what they call cloud white for the lower unit, which looks really cool. So I think I might just paint that that color. I haven't made up my mind totally yet, but rather than just painting it whatever, you know, I like to keep it as original as possible. As far as putting the motor into the lake and testing it, it won't happen until spring, but like you'll see on part 9, the motor's running really good now. So, and I'll show you what I had to do to go through to get that up and running. Doing another product review on a code reader. The guy contacted me, has seen my channel, Tim's Workshop videos, and I did a product review on a code reader that the Dowdle. I got one of them and put that in my code reading spot on my truck, and that particular one you can use it with your cell phone and use your cell phone as the view screen for it. Well, this product is the one just all in one unit. Let me show you here. I've got it right here, in fact. It's called EDAC. Okay, EDAC code reader, and it has a cord. You just plug and play, and you can read your codes, and you can also erase the code. Say like your light comes on your car, and you want to find out what it is, but you also want to get rid of that stupid light. Well, this will do it. So, and also for people that you go to a mechanic and say, "Oh, your engine, we'll have to replace your engine." And this code reader says, "Yeah, well, you've got an oxygen sensor. You need to replace not the whole engine." So this tool will make mechanics honest, on car repairs. So the consumer will come in and go, "Hey, this is what I need. Okay, can you fix it?" Go right to the point, and not have them tell you what you need. Unless you got a good mechanic, and you trust them. I'm getting a small welder soon. Trying to avoid saying all the time, but it's something I'm working on. So I'm getting a small welder soon to help on projects. First one will be part 2 of the pressure washer wheel bracket that fell off. So now I will have a welder coming up, and I can weld that bracket on the proper way. So that'll be another video coming up. Another one, there we go again. Jeez. It's going to take me some time to get over that. I will be doing a Harbor Freight plastic welder review soon. Okay. I got one of those Harbor Freight plastic welding tools. So we're going to try it out, see how it works. Hey, I got a story. Hopefully you like my stories. Hey, when I was a kid, many years ago, I was up the old lake cabin. My parents had a lake cabin, like I've said in previous lives, that they purchased in 1952, and I was not even born yet. Well, yeah, I was born. I was born in 52 in March, so it was pretty close to the beginning of that year. So my parents had the lake cabin, and we also had our house that we lived at in Bellingham. So the two, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, the two were probably 50, 60 miles apart. So it was quite a drive. And it wasn't like driving down the freeway type 50 or 60 miles. It was driving back roads. The freeway wasn't even built yet back then. So it took a while. So my parents had that lake cabin. Well, they wanted to use it all the time, So they went with me on the weekend in the winter, and we go up there. Okay, my dad worked Monday through Friday, and then he got off. He was a photographer, like Yen Louie, taking professional pictures of folks and doing that kind of stuff. So, but it was only a Monday through Friday job. So he would get done with that. We'd go up to the lake cabin and get the fire going, especially in the winter, get it all nice and cozy. We had a cast iron stove that Mom cooked on the top and had an oven, and you had to put, when we first bought the cabin, when I was a kid, they you'd have to put wood in it, and get it hot that way. And then later on, it had the capability of hooking up oil to it. So Dad got an oil tank put in. We hooked up oil. Then, no more bringing in firewood to get the stove going for Mom to cook. So it was a cool little cabin. So in the wintertime, for me as a kid, I'd get out of school, go up there, and there was no kids around, right? So it was, just me, Mom, and Dad, And so I had to, invent a lot of play time, be creative for myself to keep myself occupied outside, and, which I did, it was fun. But one day, I heard some kids, whoa, where are they at? So I walked out on the dock, and took a look down a couple cabins down, and I saw two girls and a boy out there on a dock. So I waved at them. They yelled, "Hey, what are you doing? Why don't you come over?" So I did, and I got to meet them, and they were from England. They had the weirdest accents, it was the first time I ever heard an accent like that, and for real on TV maybe, but and even TV was really new back then. So I went over and met him, and me and the boy, we really hit it off pretty good. We were, having a lot of fun, and the girls, it was cold out, so they stayed in the cabin a lot. So me and him were just hanging out outside and doing stuff. And one thing we had in common, we would like to blow stuff up. So I had blasting cap fuses and M80s and stuff like that. I think I was at that time I was probably about 13, maybe. So we got he had some CO2 cartridges, and for those of you who don't know what CO2 cartridges are, they contained air in them, and they put them in pellet guns. And every time you pulled the trigger to shoot the pellet out, that CO2 air charge would blow that pellet out. So once that CO2 cartridge was empty, he kept those cartridges, and he was going to stuff them with gunpowder and blow them off. But he didn't have the fuses, And I had blasting cap fuses that were, 6 inches long. And so it'd take a while for them to burn down, and they were waterproof. So we filled up a couple CO2 cartridges, packed them, and put that fuse in there and put the blasting cap around. And we took those things out in the lake and dropped one down in the lake, lit it, and sat there in the boat, and all of a sudden, and all these bubbles came up around the boat, and mud. And I was hoping to see a fish or two, but no fish, no. So we went to a different area, lit off another one like that, and that was fun, but it was over, That was it. 2 cartridges, and we were done. So we went back to the dock, and went up, and there was a wood pile, long wood pile, on that rental property. They were renting that cabin. They weren't the normal people that came up there all the time. So they were friends or something, and we're over here from England for, their vacation, I guess, in the winter, which is weird, but anyway, so they rented that cabin for I think it was 2 weeks they rented it. So, and we were on winter break, so I was out of school for 2 weeks, so it worked out perfect. So we walking by that wood pile, and there was a rabbit that kept running in and out of that wood pile. And I said, man, I'm going to go home and get my BB gun, you know. And he said, well, I'll get mine too. You know, he had his with him. So we got our BB guns and we were chasing that rabbit around. The rabbit was too fast for us, but we got bored with that. So we started shooting each other in the pants leg. And it hurt like hell, but it was fun. So we were running around, you know, trying not to get shot and that. And all of a sudden his mom called and said, hey, it's lunchtime. Come on up and bring your friend with you. You could have lunch with us, you know. And so I told him, I said, nah, I'll sit out here. I'm gonna see if I can get that rabbit, you know. So he went up and to the house, you know, and then when he was done with lunch, he came back on the porch and said, hey, how's it going? You know, and I go, oh, cool, you know. So I thought I would scare him and shoot above his head, and so the BB would hit the house, you know, and just to, you know. So anyway, I did. I shot it, you know, and he said, hey, you shot me. And I go, shot you? I was aiming above you. Well, I didn't know that the BB on a long shot would drop down, you know, and it did. So I went running up there and go, where'd I hit you? And he says, right here. A little trickle of blood running down his nose. I hit him right, you know, right between the eyebrows. And his mom came running out and she said, what the heck happened? And I go, oh, it's my fault. Anyway, so she told me that I better go home. So she was mad. So I went, darn, I blew that one. So I went home, you know, and I told my parents what had happened. They said, oh, you need to go back over there and apologize. I said, I did. And they said, well, go again. And I said, okay. So I went over there and knocked on the door. I said, man, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. So they said, okay, but don't bring that gun over here again, you know. So I went in and it started raining then. So started playing cards, board games, stuff like that. We had a blast. So I went home and I told my parents, I said, hey, the people that are renting the cabin over there, they invited you guys to come over too, you know, play some cards and stuff. I said, oh, okay. I said, yeah, they're from England though. Their accents are a little funny. And mom and dad says, oh, no problem, you know, because they were musicians on the weekends too. So not only did we have the cabin and we were at the cabin, they would take off, you know, and leave me there at the cabin, and they'd take off and go play on Friday and Saturday nights too. And they'd drive all the way back to the cabin again. So did a lot of driving. So they did. They said, so they came over and we all went over together. And us and the kid, the boy and his two sisters, we all played games, you know, board games and stuff. And then mom and dad and their parents played cards. They played, you know, gin rummy and stuff like that, you know, stuff I can't stand to play. So they had a blast doing that. And then it was all time to pack it up and leave. You know, they had to go back to England, and we had to go back to Bellingham, and I had to go back to school. So it was kind of sad seeing them go because we knew we'd never see them again. You know, that was it. So, yeah. We ended up being pretty good friends after that, even though I shot him. He shot me a lot, though, but not in the head. I don't think we played with BB guns ever again after that, though. So, anyway, what else is on my list here? I got stuff I wrote down. So anyway, that's it for Tim's Workshop today. Tim's Workshop Live. If you have any questions, please leave comments. Okay? I love positive comments, but negative comments help too. I had one guy say, hey, you need to stop saying "ah" all the time. So it's a nervous thing I have. I feel that I have to keep my mouth moving and putting something out every 2 seconds. Otherwise, I just have to do that. So if I just slow myself down a little bit and think about what I'm going to say before I say it, then I will not say that word again. Oh. All right. So that's it for live for today. I'm going to go ahead and say adios, amigos. So you like my videos, please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell over to the right of it. That'll and hit want all notifications. So every time I have a video that's coming out or I pre-schedule a live, you'll get a notification of when it's going to happen. Okay? Or I have a new video that's out. So check it out. Hey, what's going on here? Oh, that's me. Okay, and then if you like the video, give me a like. All right, so we'll see you next time.